What's up, fellow collectors? P-Rock's Little back again for another review, and today we're going to take a look at a 2-pack. This is the Neca Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin Synja Patrol Troop Reinforcements. These are the upgraded versions of the foot soldiers you see in the Last Ronin comic book, which makes sense because you would think that the Foot Clan would advance. This is big in the future, that they would combine some kind of cyborg type thing with robots and humans, and that's what you get here. And thankfully we get a 2-pack because unfortunately you do get different versions of this, and you actually get a elite one also. I've seen the elite one in stores. I need to grab that one. I did grab 2 of these because I need one representation of each Synja trooper, patrol trooper going there. So I definitely need that going on. As you can see there in the front, you see different versions of them, and you can mix and match all the pieces that come in this package to give you which version you do want. So before we get this review started, please hit the like, subscribe button, click that bell notification, and as always, collectors, let's get this review started. Dale. What's up, fellow collectors? Die action. Dale. So let's go ahead and take a look at the package before we get the figures out the package. Right in the front, you have that beautiful Last Ronin artwork going on there. You have this other soldiers in their containers still. You see these coming out. You have the monsters, different kind of monsters. Their monsters are weird in this cartoon. I mean, this comic book. This is another version of a monster right there. Another version right there. Right there. But then definitely you see the artist's name right there. You see the Neca right here. All over there, Last Ronin, right in the top. You got the Last Ronin logo going on top. On the side, you got another picture of, this is what I like about the Neca, at least the recently going on with the Mirage and the Last Ronin, is like their art style continues around the packaging, and I like that a lot, man. So you go see, and then this side right here, you get a different version right here with the mouses also. And then right in the bottom, you got that legal information, who made it. You go ahead and pause if you want to look at that. Made in China, Neca, all that stuff right there. And then right here in the back, you get cool poses of the actual figures. Now, these somewhat have like somewhat the cell shade kind of in a way, like the cartoon versions, because it's basically based in the comic book, but not as much cell shade. Basically, it looks more like comic. See everything going on there. I'll let you guys go ahead and pause this if you want to read that. Who is the Last Ronin? In the future battle ravaged New York City, a lone surviving turtle embarks on a seamlessly hopeless mission seeking justice for the family he lost. There you go. Some more pictures right there. And then one cool thing is you actually could take this flap off or open the flap, and you get art style here of like the floor, and then you can actually see the figures right here. So see everything that comes in that package, all the interchangeable parts that you can basically use, swap out, and have a different version. Now I know most of the stuff that looks different is mostly the mask and the weapons, but it's still the fact that you can basically get, you know, this version, and then this version and that version if you buy 2 of these like I did. So definitely gonna be cool and do my final poses, my final thoughts. I'm basically gonna have all 4 of them out. All right, so let's go ahead and get these guys out the box. All right, normally I take the figures and the accessories out the clamshell, but because this is basically laid out so perfectly, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'll zoom in on it so you guys can see how the figure is packaged, just in case you need to repackage yours. Hopefully not to resell it, but you know, whatever you need to do with it. But I'm just gonna use this man. This is perfect to use. Everything's laid out perfectly, so let's go ahead. All right, as always, we'll go ahead and take a look at the figure first before we look at the accessories. So let's go ahead and bring out the white one. And coming out, now this is coming out straight away. I don't think I have many white like Neca Ninja Turtle figures. This is gonna be my first one that's completely all white, and I'm intrigued because you know of Neca, they tend to have paint chip. So I'm curious if this white chips off during the preview. Like, is there gonna be white paint under there? So we'll see. But look at the detail, man. This thing looks just like it came out like from the comics, man. I love the way they did like the little visor, reflective thing on the visor. This is a soft plastic. Won't break off easily, but it's pretty malleable, so just be careful with that. But it should be safe if it falls off a shelf. Love the way they're doing the art, like basically the design on the neck. You can see like the white mechanical parts right there going across. Love the way this looks right here. The shoulder pads, you see like the wiring and everything going through the shoulder pads. Definitely a cool look at there. And this is definitely something different from your typical foot soldiers and everything. So definitely something cool and different for the Last Ronin universe. I love the way this looks right here. Like the plating right here, the gaps in between. You see the wiring going on there. Got the belt, the pouches, canister right here. Right in the front continues. This right here is a soft plastic too, so you don't really see anything under there. And then you got the holster right here. Nice designs going through the legs. The feet. You don't have the toe articulation. All right, there we go. Viacom, that's different there. So, all right. So, as always, let's look at their articulation first. So, the head can go full 360, but you guys know I have bad luck with 360, so I'm not going to do the 360. All right, so you could go sideways like this, sideways like that. You get the little, giggity going on right here. You could look about that far up. And very good down. Could definitely look down on things. All right, and then the arms do go up. Now, you are hindered because of this shoulder pad. It is soft plastic, but it still does hinder the articulation. You can see that right there. That's how far the articulation will go. So we'll see right there. Boom. So, unfortunately, they cannot do a T-pose. They can barely get their arms fully up because of those shoulder pads. But for the, the way this looks, there's no problem at all. All right, and then we get the arms can go all the way up. As you can see, full 360. And then we get the sideways there. And then let's get the elbow. Elbows can bend. You get single bend on the elbow, unfortunately. So it's not, kind of all right. The single bend. All right, so let's move this elbow up. Let's move this out the way. Let's look at the abs and the upper body articulation. So you do get twist at the lower chest. And a little bit at the waist. As you can see, it's just very hard. So you get some bend there. You could go somewhat sideways. Now, both of them should have the same articulation. They're basically the same scope. Just painted differently and, a little more detail. But his articulation, I'll just go through real quick. Not as much detail as this one. So let's go with the back bend. So he does get decent back bend. Let's bring his arms out, as you can see. So he does get a decent back bend. He gets a good ab crunch. Like I said, he could twist at the lower chest and at the waist a little bit. The legs, he can do a split. So that's cool. He could do the split. He can't spread the arms out, but he could do a split. You're not hindered with this, with the holster there. You're not hindered with that at all. And let's see if he could do it. Hold on. Let's see if he could do the Hogan Boo. And he can do the Hogan Boo. Let's see if he could do the Jorge Masvidal flying knee. All right, so the knees, you do get double bent at the knees. You can see right there. You get the two pegs right there. The two pins, I'm sorry. And he can do the flying knee also. So definitely more articulation in the lower body than there is in the upper body. Definitely cool. So let's go ahead and see how far. Look at even sideways. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this stretching. Look at that. Look at that stretching, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Dude, the legs are, I think this is probably like one of the best articulated Neca figures from the waist down. So there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and let's finish looking at the articulation real quick. So the knees can get single bend and double bend. They do twist at the upper thigh. The feet do bend down. Let's see, you get a decent amount down, a good amount up. And then you do also get, let's see, do you get pivot? Yep, you get twist. And you go, no pivot, just twist. Just twist. All right, so there you go. So there's our articulation on the white Synja. Definitely cool looking. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the, what was that, blue, green? Whatever color this is. Turquoise. All right, let's look at the hammer real quick. Just look at the detail right here. So like I said, basically almost the same thing. Just different color pattern. And his antenna thingies are a little bit more back compared to the other one. But you can see you got the little red lines going to the front. Same wirings in the shoulder. Just that bluish greenish color. I love the silver on this one though. I do like that silver. That looks pretty cool. I like that way that silver pops. Reflective silver. Not only that, on the back too. Look at that. It's kind of like that new Guyver color in a way. But I like the way that silver pops in the back. You see the wirings going to the back also. Same thing. So yeah, he'll have the same articulation as the other dude. Let's just test it out real quick. So the arms, yes. Arms, same thing. The legs. Let's see real quick. Yep, legs, same thing. Can pose crazy. As you can see. These legs are, these knees are crazy. There you go. Look at that. Look at that pose. Yahoo! Look at that. All right, so definitely poses exactly the same as the white one, as you can see. And let's just look at the finish. I got the detail on him. Going across the body, the thighs, the knees, the feet, and everything else. All right, so there's the articulation on both of them. And there's the detail on both of them also. Definitely awesome articulation from the waist down. All right, so let's look at the accessory pieces first. So let's go ahead and look at the weird mouser that they have here. Look at this one. Look at his claws. Look at his teeth there. This thing will creep me out in real life. It's like a big spider or something. Reminds me of my time in the desert. It's like a camel spider in a way. Them things are ugly. Anyways, look at the little antenna eye thingies right here. As you can tell, it has no eyes there, so the eyes are right here. You see the detail in that mouth. This is a soft plastic, so it is malleable. Same through the legs. Pretty cool. Just weird looking, man. Just weird looking. Then we do have the other mouser looking thing, like the ball version. Let's figure this out, man. Maybe I should have gotten everything out because it would have been a lot easier. So here's the ball one right here. It comes with a little peg. I wonder if what I could peg into. Interesting. Wonder what goes on there. Yeah, see. The only thing with these Neca things, they don't really come with instructions either, because I did see something else that's on the side of the packaging. I don't know what's it for. It's like some stickers. But there you go. So this is the version of it, I guess, when it's like, detached, like, hiding. And then you get this weird mouser looking head right here. Can I get this out, please? Let me get out. Come on. Well, I'll get that last because that's not cooperating. So we'll go with the gun. We got the gun here. Now the gun doesn't have the same good paint application as the figure. The gun does look pretty dull. So that's kind of a downer right there. There's the gun. Let's go ahead and look at the handgun. We got the handgun right here. Same thing, kind of dull. Not much detail on there. But you don't really see as much. You're going to see most of the figure anyways. There's the handgun. Now here is the damaged head. As you can see, there's a human in there. I do remember the issue too when Michelangelo did it and he realized there's a human in there. He's like, oh no, what are they doing? So you can see the human eyes like in shock. See the crack there. You can see that the eyes is definitely a dead person, a person who's not fully alive. You can see like the way the colors are, the eyes are like they're white and just dilated. You see the damage going across here. Definitely gonna use this one of final poses. And then let's see if I can get this guy out real quick. Let's see if we can get this other mouser out real quick. Sorry for the delay. I should have gotten this out. But you learn the hard way, so now I know for next time. Definitely get everything out the clamshell next time. I want it to be, nice because this is basically packaged perfectly. These all have the pegs on them. What do you peg into? It's gonna be interesting. Now, I gotta look at some other reviews, see if people mention anything, or just reach out to Neca and ask them, because it looks like both of them have pegs. So they're gonna be able to peg into something. But this one looks, I think this one looks cool. It's a little more creepier. You see there, all right. And while I got in the hand, so let's look at the sword. So the sword is pretty cool. I like the metallic paint on the blade. Definitely looks good. Same type of metallic paint they used on the green guy. You can see the hilt right here. Zoom in. There you go. Here you can see the hilt. Details on the hilt. And then his sword is gonna be the same thing, as you can tell. Same thing. The only difference is like the color of the hilt. That's about it. So same sword. Let's put the sword down. Let's look at the sheaths for the sword. We'll do both at the same time. You can see the green one and the blue one here. Same thing. The only difference is the green one has, the green one and the white one. The green one has like the lines going through it, the detail going through it. Same thing. They peg into the back. Then we have the second head sculpt right here. So this is basically the same as this one, just it has the little red parts right here. And it doesn't have the ears. And then same thing with this one. This is the second head sculpt. And the only difference with this one is the fact that it has this little thing in the top right there in the front. Has the lines going through here. And no antennas also. Whoop, drop that one. All right, and then last but not least, we got basically the hands. You get one pair of the closed fist hands for both of them. You get a pair of the weapon wielding hand for both of them also. You can see this is more for like probably the gun, the trigger. And then same thing with this one, as you can see, just different paint. And then they actually come with like the semi-open hands on them already. So there you go. All right. So there is the detail, the articulation, the nice paint, and all the accessories in 4K. So let's go ahead and get these guys out so we get a nice size comparison started. There we have the pair of Synjas ready for a size comparison. And let's go ahead and start bringing the figures in. The first figure we bring in is the SH Monster Arts Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong. Then I'm going to bring in another NECA figure. And of course, to go with this, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin. Gotta have this guy in here. Then let's go ahead and bring another 1/12 scale figure. And this is going to be the Mezco 1/12 Tiger Stripe Wolverine. Baraka Claw. And last but not least, I'm going to bring in 1/6 scale figure, and this is going to be the Zen Studios or Studio Zen Naruto 1/6 scale figure. So there we go, good size comparisons with another NECA figure, 1 SH Monster Arts, 1 Mezco, and 1/6 scale figure, just in case you currently have any of these figures in your collection, and you're curious how these Synjas are going to fit in your collection. Alright, let's go get the final thoughts and final poses. Here we have both Synja Patrol Troops and all the monster accessories that came in the packaging and all of their weapons. The only thing missing is the swappable heads and the damage head, which I didn't want to put in because I want to save that for one of my final poses and final thoughts stance. So with this one right here, I just want to have like basically a default pose that you probably would have them on your shelf or anything like that, kind of like them posed up real quick. Both swords in their sheaths, one holding each firearm. One has the Mauser in his hand. The other one has the mount, like the other mouse is on the floor, fully transformed. And the one in the previous form is right next to him right there. But so far, like swapping the hands out was pretty simple. Putting the weapons in the hands was very simple. Getting them in the stance was very simple. I'm surprised of how good these articulate. Now, one problem I do have, I'm having issues with the articulation, is the ankle. Since the ankles don't pivot, it's hard to kind of get them like completely flat. If you see my feet on both of these right here, you'll see that like, you know, one of the foot on both of them, at least like half of the foot is kind of lifted off the ground. It's just the way. Maybe I have to mess with it some more, but I was just messing with it for a while, and I was like, all right, this is good enough for here. But definitely cool pose for both of these guys right here. Like I said, the only issue I did see was the ankle articulation a little bit and the limited articulation in the shoulder at the waist. Most articulation is below the chest, but the waist is pretty stiff. And I haven't had any issues with any stiff joints. Every knee, every elbow, everything just basically articulated fine with no issues. So thank you, NECA, for finally giving me one package of 2 figures, like a 2-pack of 2 figures that don't have stiff articulation. Thank you very much for that. And just real quick, I'm going to show the next final pose. Before the next final pose, it did come with some stickers. I'm not sure what the stickers are for. I'm going to show you guys real quick. But yeah, man, these guys look cool, man. I love the distinct cut, like that white, pure white on that white one is very cool. I love the colors. They picked that blue greenish color. Don't have those colors yet in the turtle line, so these definitely gonna stick out in my display. Here we have the Synja 4-pack, the two packs I did pick up with the battle damage right there on the bottom right. Now, the only thing I see negative with the battle damage head is the fact that I wish you could take off that whole neck piece, so it could look more accurate as the whole basically head and neck comes off. Unfortunately, I didn't want to break mine, so I'm not 100% sure if that neck piece comes off, but I couldn't get mine off. So basically, I had to have the hand cover the peg. But that would have been cool if you could have that feature where the whole neck just comes off, so you could pull that off with the head decapitated a lot better. And here they go. You got Michelangelo, the last Ronin, in his battle damage outfit. He took out 2 Synjas already. He has 2 more left. And as you can see, the white one right there is calling all the monsters in there as for backup. And you got the other one with the sword ready to slash. Is Michelangelo going to make it out alive? He already has the damaged sword that he basically broke on his mechanical Synjas right here. So all he has left is that broken sword, the sai, and the tonfo. I forgot what you call the thing on his back. So this is definitely a piece I wanted to grab to have something just like this in my collection, or at least just for my review. I had to get the fact that you get the swappable heads. I had to get 4 of these. I had to get two packs. And then real quick, I just want to point one thing out. I did earlier give it a negative comment about the waist being tight. I think it's just for that one white one, because when I opened the other 2-pack, the waist is way more articulated than the previous 2-pack I opened for the review. So just want to make sure I point that out and take that negative away, because as of right now, the waist on the other ones are articulated awesome. The only negative I see is shoulder pads. Like, you can't put the arms too high up. Now, one other thing is I do wish it came with more guns Unfortunately, the two pistols are going to the ones in the white with the holsters on their hip. So I did wish that they can kind of give us more weapons to have more of a distinct look. I'm gonna try something different for the final pulls to have all four there, but this is definitely something I love that Neca's doing, and I cannot wait for them to finish the last Ronin line. I got to pick up the Turtle Brothers and everything else that's coming out so far, but this is why I'm joining so far. This is the reason why I wanted to pick up this 4-pack, or I'm saying 2 of the 2-packs to make 4 of these, because these guys look cool, and I definitely need to pick up the Elite one. I'm probably going to pick that up today at my Target. All right, so now that I have all 4 of them staying there, I do want to make sure I add on that I do wish they came with more weapons, or at least something more distinctive, because all they have is basically the handguns, the rifles, and the swords, and then the one with the handguns, supposedly you're supposed to go to the white ones because they have the holster for it. So I do wish they either came with like a second sword, maybe could have had someone with like double wielding swords, or had one with a different pistol or something that had, you know, different wielding pistols or dual wielding pistols. The helmets do help them stick out. The fact that it doesn't have, only ones have the antennas when it come in the package already on the figure, have the antennas or whatever you want to call them on the ears, and then the other 2 don't. Now, the only thing I want to basically get the Elite one to see what's different on the actual body, and then see if this comes with different armor. So I'm going to try to see if I'm going to swing by my Target today and see if they still have that in stock and grab it, so I can do a comparison, do another a review for that one, just to show you guys the difference, just in case people are curious, because I'm not going to lie, I completely forgot about the Elite one. I thought it was just these right here. I saw these in the 2-packs. And then when I did some research, I found out there was an Elite one. So I was like, all right, so I wonder if there's an Elite one for the green. I'm not 100% sure. I got to look it up. If I'm pretty sure I'm going to look it up after the review. So please, if in the comments you want to mention it, there is a green one, and let me know. But I'm pretty sure I'll find out once I'm done with this review. But other than that, man, I was really surprised with these. Like, at first, I was like, I'm not going to get these, man. I don't really need to get these guys. They're something new, something different. Like, the last Ronin still has the Foot Clan. It still has like the Foot Clan, the Foot Soldiers, but they're more like robots and stuff. So these are like, were kind of more of a mix, but I did enjoy them in the comic. And then I'm super happy I do have them in hand, because like I said from the get-go, like, these guys have cool articulation minus the ankle. That's the only thing that needs to be fixed. If that ankle was fixed, then I think these guys would have been almost perfect. And that's rare from Neca. Like, to give you almost perfect figure. It's either chip paint or stuck joints and stuff like that, or like, you know, just in general. But overall, man, like, I do want to say the experience opening both of them was good. The first pack did have the tighter waist. The second pack, the waists were a lot looser. So just mess around with them, do the hot water treatment, dip in the hot water for 10 seconds, take it out, dry it, start moving the articulation, and it should be good to go. But they actually look cool, man. Like, I can't wait to get the Elite one now, to have them in the middle of all of these 4 right here. The mousers are cool, a lot different mousers, but those are definitely cool. And it does come with a lot of cool pieces. I just wish it had more weapons. And, oh yeah, I forgot to say one more thing. So on the actual packaging of one of them, I'll show you real quick. There's actually like a sticker here. I'm not sure what that's for yet. I gotta look at other reviews, but it comes with a sticker on the side here. So I'm thinking you could use that on them to make them look different. Maybe something like that. I'm not 100% sure what's that for. I'm going to do some research on that. If you know for sure, leave a comment. But I'm pretty sure the same thing with the Elite for the green, or bluish color, turquoise, whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty sure there is an Elite for that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to find out what that sticker is for. But I just wish, you know, it came with instructions, or at least give you a heads up of what the sticker's for. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe button, click the bell notification. And as always, collectors, keep collecting, stay safe, be good. Dale. Almost messed it up right there. Almost messed it up. Yeah.